What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver 68 here for the Excellence of Wrestling. Excellence of Wrestling added 3 new members, and I suggest you check them out. We got Epic Wrestling Crew, Alexander. He's a great shooter. Only has 10 subs. Reach that sub up. His link will be in the description box down below or in the channel box inside the Epic of Wrestling channel if you go to our channel page. NC Greatest 1. New kid on the block. You know, he has a bunch of other videos on his channel, but he wants to become a wrestling channel now. Check him out. And 88, Rated R Rockstar 88. He's going to get a new camera soon, guys, but just because he has a lag doesn't mean he's a bad shooter. He just has bad quality, and he'll fix that. He's getting a new camera soon, I believe, in a week. So, yeah, go check out all those guys. They're going to be in the link down below or in the channel box, like I said, in the channel. Now, this video, I was going to make this video when I first heard the news, but, you know, I wanted to gather my thoughts. I just didn't want to come onto the camera and be like, this is a stupid idea, blah, blah, blah. Not do any research on this whatsoever. So the video that I'm going to be doing is my thoughts on the new Crossface Chris Benoit movie that they are going to do on this channel. You know, the new Crossface movie, the new Chris Benoit movie, you know, whatever. Now, for all of you guys that don't know who Chris Benoit is, and if you guys do not know, obviously, some people might not be wrestling fans who are watching this. Some people might be movie fans who heard about this movie and are probably looking about it on YouTube. So let me explain who Chris Benoit is. Chris Benoit is a former world champion in professional wrestling, had stints in New Japan Pro Wrestling, WCW, and WWE, highly regarded as one of the most technical guys in the ring. Late in June 2007, Chris Benoit was supposed to face CM Punk at WWE Vengeance Night of Champions for the vacated ECW title. Chris Benoit could not make the show. He said he was sick. So in replacement, John Morrison, aka Johnny Nitro, took place of Chris Benoit and won the ECW title. Monday, the following day on the pay-per-view, it was announced that Chris Benoit and his family was found dead at his home, and Monday Night Raw hosted a tribute show for Chris Benoit, not knowing what happened. Everyone thought it was like food poisoning. Everyone thought because Benoit said his family was puking blood from a food they ate. So WWE did not know. Throughout time, later in the weeks, Tuesday through Thursday, Chris Benoit's story just got AWire. The story started to come out as a double murder, double homicide, and a suicide by one Chris Benoit. And ever since then, the world of professional wrestling has changed. And you guys do not want to deny that. It has. Well, I think wrestling is sometimes PG now. Yes, Linda McMahon running for senator was one thing, but Chris Benoit doing what he did was another thing. Another thing is Chris Benoit literally is a touchy subject for many people. Many people say, you know, Chris Benoit, you know, yeah, he's still my favorite wrestler. Others get sick and disgusted looking at Benoit. I'm one of them who gets sick and disgusted who look at Benoit. I loved Benoit as a kid. When Benoit won the world title at WrestleMania 20, I was so happy. So happy. But now, they're making this new movie called Crossface. Now, the synopsis says, it's based off a book that one of these writers wrote, like, Inside the Ring Hell of Chris Benoit. I don't know what it's called. Sorry if I don't know the book title, but it's based off a book. And this book that was produced, and if I could ever find a bookstore near my area, I'll be sure to check it out and read it. It's talking about the mental stress of a professional wrestler and what Chris Benoit was going through and why he was going through the pain he was going through. You know, they were talking all about that in the book and trying to make Benoit seem kind of more innocent than he is. In my personal opinion, Benoit went crazy. He snapped the gasket and he just went batshit crazy. And we don't know what actually happened. And the fact that this company, this whatever, wants to make a movie titled Crossface, make it on Chris Benoit in the last 3 days of his life, makes me sick to my fucking stomach. People are going to say, oh, you know, I'm going to watch it anyways. You know, I ain't watching this shit. Unless I hear mad reviews that it's really good and every wrestling fan who has to see it, I ain't watching it. I just find it sick that someone's going to make it where a story of a guy who killed his family, and they're going to put that in a motion picture. 3-day span of how this guy killed his family and why he killed his family, and maybe so people can understand why he killed his family. We all knew Benoit was crazy. the text to Chavo saying he let the dogs out, or the calls to Chavo where he was like saying weird shit to him. The diaries that he wrote for Eddie Guerrero. If you guys did not know, Benoit was one of Eddie Guerrero's best friends in life. Benoit and Eddie Guerrero were like this. You can tell in the Eddie Guerrero tribute show, which is on YouTube. It is on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't. Late great Eddie Guerrero. Or just type in Chris Benoit talking about Eddie Guerrero. Chris Benoit could not control himself. He was crying his eyes out. It was such a touching scene. And people are saying ever since Eddie died, Chris Benoit has been writing to him in a journal. He's writing him to a journal saying, "Dear Eddie, I miss you," every single day ever after Eddie's death. He has like 8 journals apparently or something like that, from what reports are saying. To me, that's freaking shows that he's losing his mind. And I can understand, when you lose a best friend, a lot of shit could happen. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say everyone has to be perfect, but he was obviously losing his mind. And for a movie to say that it was the road work, all the mental stress of being WWE Superstar for killing his family, I just don't agree with that. I really don't. Why in the hell would WWE... First off, this makes WWE look bad for saying like, oh, they have so much road work days, they have so much time on the road, they're never home with their families. It makes WWE look like pricks and assholes, first of all. If I was WWE, I would make sure this movie does not even come out. To be honest, I just think it's wrong because we don't know what happened. We don't. We're just going off based off assumptions of what had happened. We don't know what the true case is. All we know is that Benoit went on a road rage trip. I'm just saying, if anyone, what's your guys' opinion on this? Because me, I really think this movie should not be made just because I was a huge Chris Benoit fan, and just seeing them try to make a movie about his last 3 days of his life and saying, and trying to make it a reason why this guy is actually a pretty decent guy, but just shit happened, it's not right to me. I mean, it's just not right to me. It would just hurt me as a fan and hurt me as a soul to see this movie reproduced and watch this movie, especially if they are going to show the murder scenes. I would just be disgusted. So what are your guys' thoughts on this movie? Comment down below. Subscribe to the Excellence of Wrestling. Hope you guys understand this video. Hope you guys understand that I'm not really happy about this video, about this movie coming out. And hopefully there's some fans who agree with me. If not, it's okay. You're all entitled to your own opinion. It is whatever. But my opinion stands. I do not want this movie to be made, and I'm fucking sickened that this movie is going to be made. So yeah, pretty much that's about it. This is Chase Oliver 68 here, and I say peace.